Your own personal sleep paralysis demon. Someone to haunt your dreams, to hear you scream. Yeah, we battle with beings not of flesh, principalities, spirits, demons. Boy, speaking of demons, shit. You see that fucking Erica Kirk? Charlie Kirk's old lady? Jesus Christ, boy, I fucking called that one, didn't I? Yeah, I said I knew something was up with that bitch. Something don't smell right about this bitch. Yeah, that bitch is a fucking demon. You can almost smell the sulfur through the fucking screen when you see that bitch. Yeah, that fucking cunt is more fucking pissed off at Candace Owens than she is at the guy that murdered her fucking husband. I gotta tell you how fucking demonic that bitch is. Boy, I tell you what, if I ever got to the point where I became like a prominent figure of some sort, gained a lot of clout and influence, was traveling around the country, going to big speech events, selling books, going and meeting the president, all this shit. And then all of a sudden, I was assassinated out of nowhere. And it was like so painfully obvious that it was like a goddamn deep state hit. Mossad was no doubt involved, as well as my own fucking people in my own organization, as well as my fucking poor wife. If that fucking happened to me, well, I just hope to God I've got some friend out there that would be on the same level as Candace Owens, that would try to get to the bottom of my death to figure out what the fuck really happened to me. Jesus Christ. I mean, that's a real fucking friend right there. Yeah, if Charlie Kirk didn't have Candace Owens as a friend, like everybody would just, yep, business as usual. The plot hole riddled Fed slop narrative. Yeah, we're just gonna believe that shit, just like Lee Harvey Oswald and every other fucking stupid political assassination before it. Yeah, anybody would be lucky to have a friend like that to fucking try to get to the bottom of it, rather than just fucking go along hook, line, and sinker with the plot hole riddled Fed slop narrative. Yeah, the guy's own fucking wife was in on it. Yeah, I mean, the whole fucking thing. I'll tell you what I think about the whole fucking thing after I had a little bit of time to think about it. My afterthoughts about the Charlie Kirk assassination, what the whole thing truly was, what it was all about. Yes, the Charlie Kirk situation. My afterthoughts on the whole thing. Now, to understand what this whole fucking thing is, you have to understand the nature of what COINTELPRO was. COINTELPRO, counterintelligence program. It was something that the United States intelligence agencies enacted. What they would do is they would identify a certain group, a certain person, just anything that they would deem a possible threat to their power structure. And then what their protocols would be is to infiltrate that organization and then become leadership of that organization and thus turn it into controlled opposition to where you never have to fear it. In fact, you can then use it to your own advantage. I think that's what happened with Charlie Kirk and Turning Point USA. He got COINTELPRO'd. This young, dumb, stupid son of a bitch with a dream decided to start this organization, and it got a little bit bigger and more powerful than he thought it might. And like that, intelligence agencies targeted it. And what they did was they sent in one of their agents, aka Erica Kirk, honey trapped him, got him to marry her. And as soon as she got in there, boom, she brought in all of her people, all of her people from the fucking intelligence apparatus, US and Israeli. They all work together. When I talk about that shit, the Five Eyes intelligence agencies, they're basically a superpower unto themselves that work together behind the scenes to overthrow governments, engage in psyops against the public, etc., etc. So here they saw this organization, and then they put their people in there, and like that, over a matter of time, they completely took it over. Now, what they're going to do is use this organization for many, many purposes: money laundering, propaganda, etc., etc. And one of the primary things was money laundering, obviously. Primarily money laundering and propaganda. Propaganda for Israel, that is. That's what they were going to do. And the only problem is Charlie Kirk decided to flip and not support Israel anymore. He's like, I can't support these guys anymore after seeing what they were doing, the genocide against the Palestinians. And then, like that, all of a sudden, that is the monkey wrench that gets thrown into the entire operation. Like, oh, fuck. We're going to use this operation as a tool for money laundering, for big money Jewish donors, and then use it as a mouthpiece to fucking spread more pro-Israel propaganda and indoctrinate even more people and convert even more Shabbos goys. And Charlie Kirk stood to upset all of that for the simple fact that hundreds of millions of dollars was not going to be funneled into the organization because they were going to lose all of their Jewish donors. For that fact alone, his own organization had fucking the motive to fucking kill him when you're dealing with that much fucking money. And since he's been fucking killed, that organization has had fucking well over $100 million pumped into it, mostly by their big money Jewish donors. And now all of a sudden, Charlie Kirk's entire legacy has been usurped and taken over. Now he's become literally the Lord of the Shabbos Goys. Erica Kirk is going out there on her fucking little tour, and oh god, it's so bad. All she's doing every fucking time she goes on TV and opens her mouth, it just does more damage. There's one little fucking flaw in this entire psyop that they failed to account for. Erica Kirk being one of the worst fucking actresses the world has ever seen. Oh god, had they known that she was going to be this bad of an actress, I don't know if they would have pulled the trigger on it. But when you understand that they probably had more than one girl that was like ready to go in there and try to honey trap Charlie Kirk, because supposedly Erica Kirk met him because of a job interview. Oh, she's going in there for a job interview. And I guarantee if she wasn't his type and didn't click and didn't get him, they would have sent another girl in there until they did. Well, yeah, you could tell that fucking bitch. The fake crying. You want to know what else can't cry? Reptiles. Yeah, that's a reptile woman. No fucking tear ducts. Yeah, so that's my ultimate theory on the whole thing. It started out as a wholesome organization by a dude, and then it got a little too powerful. The intelligence agencies decided to usurp it, take it over, and then the founder stood in the way of all of the money that they were going to funnel through it, so they had to get rid of that fucker, and then turn him into a martyr into in the process, and further the left-right divide, and possibly prop Erica Kirk up on a pedestal for a possible political run one day. I mean, they had too many. There was too many good things that they could do with it. Yeah, they turned him into the sacrificial lamb. Only problem is it backfired on them. One of the most sloppiest fucking false flags I've ever seen in my life. Anybody with a brain cell in their fucking head knows the official narrative ain't real. You don't fucking get shot in the throat with a 30-06 and still have your fucking head attached. Yeah, only the most dumbest motherfuckers believe the plot hole riddled Fed slop narrative with the trans furry shooter using magical bullets and magical disassembling guns. Yeah, that's all bullshit. With the most convenient Discord message just perfectly implicating himself, and yeah, it's so bullshit. Like I said, only the most dumbest motherfuckers are going to believe that fucking shit. Or people that don't pay attention to the news and they just kind of look at the headlines. You can't fool a fucking real one. Nope. Yeah, if Erica Kirk has become a fucking meme at this point. Once you've become a meme, you know you fucking lost. Yeah, whatever sort of political career they thought they might could have used for this bitch, nope. Nobody gonna fucking vote for a demon. I would rather vote for Kamala fucking Harris than that bitch. Well, I just imagine like Charlie Kirk, like I could totally see him like being fooled and having the wool pulled over his eyes too. Because a lot of people are like, how could Charlie not have known just how evil she is? Look at her. You can just sense it. Like her spirit smells of sulfur. That's how evil she is. Yeah, I know. But you got to understand, Charlie Kirk is over 6'4". If you're a fucking man and you're over 6'4", you live in a completely different reality than anybody else. It's like a beautiful woman. You live in a completely different fucking reality because all you're told is lies all of your life. Yeah, I could totally see that. Charlie Kirk got the fucking wool pulled over his eyes. Yeah, he got honey trapped. I mean, there's a chance that the motherfucker could have been a crisis actor and the whole goddamn thing was staged too. Or he could have faked his death too. But I'm starting to lean more on the side that he was actually killed because there's way too much money at stake here. Whenever there's like money on the line like that, they don't fuck around like that. Especially when he says he's going to sever ties with Israel. Like I said, that's hundreds of millions of dollars they're going to lose out on. His own organization had incentive to fucking pull that hit off, pay off all of the proper people in the intelligence agencies. Israel might not have had nothing to do with it. It just made it look so stupidly obvious that they did it. Yeah, Netanyahu chirping up right afterwards, that was real suspicious. Same as him chirping up right after these latest shootings, or especially the one in Australia, when he said it was a Jewish man that saved the day. No, it turns out it was a damn Muslim, if it even actually happened. Like I said, when it comes to shit like shootings, my first instinct is to always err on the side of false flag until proven otherwise. Yeah, boy, if I was Charlie Kirk though, and my ghost just floating around, just kind of seeing what the fuck is going on after all this and the aftermath, and seeing my wife conducting herself in such a way, boy, I tell you what, that fucking bitch, her spirit would not be able to have one decent night rest for the rest of her fucking life. Like literally every night I would be haunting her, attacking her in her sleep. Like fucking she'd be all going to full sleep paralysis mode. I'm on top of her, mounting her, raping the fuck out of her. Why, you fucking whore, you treacherous slut? Why are you going along with the fake deep state narrative? Ah! Your own personal sleep paralysis demon. Someone to haunt your dreams, to hear you scream. Take that, you fucking bitch! Well, yeah, my fucking evil poltergeist would be raping the fuck out of her every night. Not a single peaceful night's sleep for the rest of your life, cunt. You have to get the exorcist after me. No, you ain't going to exorcise me. Going along with that fucking Fed slop narrative. Rolling around and all that fucking money. Kicked out of fucking Romania for child trafficking. You fucking kidding me? Yeah, there's Charlie Shirt. He fucking, well, I bet he's feeling real stupid. His ghost fucking finally figuring out what was really going on. Well, he might have figured it out beforehand too. Yeah, boy, just imagine what kind of hell that would be if figuring out it's like your whole life is a lie. Your wife is working for the intelligence agencies just to fucking honey trap you, and then use your organization for political influence and money laundering. Your own personal sleep paralysis demon. Someone to haunt your dreams, to hear you scream. Well, yeah, my fucking evil poltergeist would be raping the fuck out of her every night.